everyone, it's Sensei Victoria Whitfield here from naturalintuition.com, welcoming you back to episode 37 of the Journeypreneur Podcast, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques, guidance, inspiration, and motivation to stay on your path to rapid financial ascension and massive impact as a conscious entrepreneur. So the title of this episode is, When in Doubt, Say This. When in doubt, say this. So, as you continue on your path, you may be having some more conscious, maybe a bit uncomfortable conversations with people. There sometimes comes a point in the conversation where there's nothing really left to be said. Like, there's really not anything that you can say. This happened to me recently in one of my client sessions. Like, she's really going through incredible amounts of growth. Just really just taking off so much that she needs to dial back some of the deep work that we've been doing for a little while so that she could then step back into it. And part of her growth process, and she's explaining all of this to me, like I'm sitting there on the other end of the phone, right, feeling a sense of appreciation and like rooting for her in my body at the same time as the pit in my stomach, right? Because that means like, we won't be continuing together for a little while. And there's always going to be a little bit of that, concern, but it's at the same time I had a greater feeling of excitement and rooting for her as she's relaying. Like, I'm growing so much that, I'm not able to show up on the calls, and I really I feel that part of my growth is being able to tell you the truth and say, I can't, right? And I need to take a pause and then renew it at a later time, right? And so she was so clear on that. And then I know that there's other ways that I can support her, right? And so it's my job to be able to keep her aware of that, right? Make sure that she knows that she can pivot to remain supported so that she continue to glow as she grows. But at the same time, she was so clear that for now, whatever her learning lesson is for now is being able to tell her mentor, I'm not renewing right now, right? I'm not renewing right now. And so here's the thing. I shared with her what her options are, responded to all of her objections, right? Made sure that I'm serving her at the utmost level, but she is so clear that, nope, not renewing. So what do you say in that situation? Because I know I'm good at what I do, right? And I know that there's a way to support her should she be open to receiving it, but she's not. She's not. So what do I say, right? I thought to myself as I was listening into her and feeling that warmth and appreciation for, yes, she's stepping out. Like, this is a breakout moment. I've had that for myself too, when I had to muster the courage to talk to my mentor who I've been studying with for years and years, who completely changed my life. And for the first time, knowing that it's time for me to not renew and move to a different level of support, or to pivot things, right? I had to draw up enough courage and confidence of myself. I could feel that breakthrough experience. I was remembering that from my own life stream as she was having that in relationship to me. So it's this interesting, complex feeling going on in my body, right, as I'm sitting on the other end of the phone with her, right, where I have a mixture of appreciation and then that sadness of the pit in my stomach, right? There's an old shamanic proverb that says, every man has two wolves that are always fighting. It's the good wolf and the bad wolf. the difference between the boys and the men are those who decide which wolf they are going to feed, right? Neither will ever die, but which wolf are you going to feed? Are you going to feed the good wolf that has faith in you, that believes in you, that roots for you? Or are you going to feed the bad wolf that is full of doubt, insecurity, and beats you up on the inside? Who are you going to feed? And so those two dissonant feelings inside of my body as I'm sitting on the other end of the phone with her, like I'm sitting at my kitchen table because it was an impromptu phone call, I decided to feed the good wolf. And here's what I said. Because there's literally now nothing left to say. Nothing left to say. I said this. After a long pause, and I could feel her almost kind of holding her breath on the other end of the phone to know whether or not, like, she's had her moment, like that we're on the same page, right? Or that this conversation has gone anywhere. Here's what I said. You ready? Get your pen ready to write this down. It is a single word. It is a single word. And it is this. Gorgeous. Right? There was this long pause on the phone while she was holding her breath. I could feel it. She was waiting to see, like, are we still okay? Is this the right move? And like, am I standing up for myself? And all this, like, I could literally feel her thinking that through the phone. And after that long pause, all I said was, gorgeous. Gorgeous. And here's the thing. As soon as I said that, it was like she had this sigh on the other end of the phone. Thank you. Right? She just released all of that, because that's what I had to do, but that's what we do when we're, taking a stand and getting out of our comfort zone and being assertive and advocating for ourselves at another level in life. You suck in all this energy in order to shift. And that one word, gorgeous, brought that chapter to a close and gave her permission, both of us permission, to just let it go. Let it go. Now, here's why it's gorgeous. This is a dedication. We are consecrating this experience, even though it is unresolved, imperfect, uncomfortable, right? She sees things one way, I see things another way, okay? We are naming this experience, this divergence of perspective. And we are naming it consciously. We are naming it gorgeous. What happens with this word is it brings us into the feminine, which is a state of appreciation, which is not a state of control. Yeah, it is not a state of control, right? Because I could continue to try and, trial close her and all the types of, different sales tactics to, get her to come back and all this types of thing. But guess what? In my intuitive wisdom, I understand what she's going through. I respect her decision. And in order to be kind to myself and her, I've got to name this experience gorgeous and bring that sense of appreciation and acknowledgement and recognition so that I'm released from trying to control. What this also does is this turns off competition, turns off that efforting, that constricted push-pull, honestly, that's this fighting
dynamic that's going underneath of, I gotta advocate for myself, or, I gotta make sure I keep my client, and all of that push-pull undercurrent that is so draining, right? It takes a lot of energy to hold that space. When, in the grand scheme of things, right, if you step back to that 30,000 foot view that Source has looking down on the situation, it's like, listen, both sides, this is a beautiful thing. For one, on one side, this woman is realizing that she's powerful, maybe for the first time, if not better than she has ever realized before, and she is realizing it with someone that she's seen as an authority in her life, right? She's ascending up her level of personal empowerment. She is on the path to ascension, right? Source is looking down saying, that's awesome. That is gorgeous. On the other end, this other woman is sitting on the phone and recognizing, maybe for the first time, that this world is big. This world is big, and that she has raised this woman right. Right? If you look at it from a mama sort of perspective, is, yeah, I'm not supposed to be your mama forever. It's time for you to ascend. Spread your wings and fly. That is gorgeous. Having the groundedness, the centeredness, that peace of mind and confidence to soften and allow someone to fly. Right? Be kind to yourself if you have had some clients leaving or not renewing because they are so full of your love and so full of your teaching that they're ready to go out there and take the world on because they want to empty your love into more people, into more places, and to receive even higher vibrations. It's okay. Go for it. Go for it. That's freaking gorgeous. Calling it gorgeous helps us to see the good. To see the good, to release our grip on trying to control something magnificent and something bigger than what we're capable of holding on our own. Right? Don't resist the shift. Instead, allow it to be gorgeous. Call it gorgeous. This is a reframe, by the way. A reframe means you are changing your mindset, changing your perspective to a higher vibration. We are putting this experience that could be named or called anything. We are changing this experience to make sure that it is at the highest vibration possible. We want to see life as gorgeous. We want to see the transitions that we are going through as gorgeous. We want to see our imperfections as gorgeous. We want to see our triumphs and our breakthroughs as gorgeous, right? Releasing anxiety, releasing fear, and releasing that white knuckle grip on life. As a journeypreneur, we have got to enjoy the journey. Let the journey be absolutely gorgeous. Let it be an awesome experience, not a harrowing experience, not one where you have to have everyone on a short leash in order to feel safe and secure. That is not sustainable. It's not. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's a little inhuman. Yeah. So this is something that was on my heart to share with you, to make sure that you are having a more gorgeous experience in your life and business. And I hope it serves, right? Let me know what comes up for you in that, right? Do you need help being able to see your experience and to reframe these transitions that you're going through instead of as, I'm breaking down, we're going down, right? All my clients are leaving me. What's wrong with me? What's the problem? This is a horrible thing. Or this person is wrong. Why'd they do that? What did I do wrong? Or like looking through all of those abusive, self-abusive frames that we use, or I'll put it on me, that I have a pattern of using, absolutely, in order to motivate myself, right? I'm a human being. Most human beings are motivated by pain, right? Trying to Get away from it. So, as a high achieving woman, I will admit many times I will use that like, oh, what did I do wrong? As a negative form of motivation. But instead, this has really, I know for me personally, once I learned about calling things gorgeous, when there's nothing left to say, when there's that awkward moment in conversations where you're like, I don't know what to say right now. I literally don't know what to say right now. This one word, which is an entire sentence, takes that awkward silence off the table totally and completely, right? It gives us breathing room in order to create something new and beautiful with. Okay, so if you need support around this, maybe this has inspired you to want to reach out and sign up, go ahead to naturalintuition.com, click on that contact button, hop on my calendar. Let's talk about supporting you and having a mindset that creates a momentum of sustainable success for you as you continue on your path to rapid financial ascension as a conscious entrepreneur. I want to make sure, as your journey partner, I want to make sure that you are continuing to glow as you grow in life and business. This is a one-word hack in order to help you to stay glowing as you are growing, right? There's going to be people who stay with you for many years, and there's going to be people who come and go naturally. And both are just as awesome. Both are just as absolutely gorgeous of an experience, just like you are. Okay, so that's it for today's episode. I appreciate you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. Hit that share button. Maybe there's someone who is at a point where they literally have no idea what to say, right? Or they're having this experience of transition with clients and they're a little bit confused, right? Just don't know what to do to stay positive, and they might be spiraling out. Hit that share button. Or share this with your group. If you're a member of a group of entrepreneurs, right, or in a mastermind or a group coaching program for quite a few other business owners who are also in transition like you, let them know there is a one-word hack that can bring so much more light back into the darkness and uncertainty that we can sometimes experience as we are growing. This is not a breakdown. Believe it or not, this can and will be a breakthrough. With the right frame of mind, with the right mindset, you can make that happen. Okay? So if you need support around that, again, go to naturalintuition.com, click on that contact button. I'd be happy to hop on the phone with you and talk about getting you the support that you need. Alrighty. So I'm sending you so much love. Mwah, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now, Journeypreneurs.